Alright, hello there. This is AOS Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 and I am Pumper01 and this is show 7A and we only have one 5th spot chance qualifier for the grappling division this time around. So we only have the one. And this will be the only video I do right now because I basically took a goddamn power nap after I get done with my day. As soon as I walked through the door, I just took a power nap at like 6 or something. Shit, so like I ain't really getting no sleep. Yeah, I woke up thinking that it was supposed to be around midnight because that's the time I usually wake up. But no, I woke up at normal scheduled time because I only try to get like anywhere from 5 to 7 hours of sleep. But the most I need really is like 6.5, so I try to be in that range and stuff like that. So a lot of times I'll go to bed at like 6 and wake up at like midnight or at 1, or go to bed at 5 or something, you know. That way everything I want to watch on TV, I can just watch the highlights as far as like, you know, sporting events and stuff like that. You know, the highlights for the sports games and all that other stuff, because I don't know why, but I just not the type to like sit through sports anymore. You know, 2.5 hours of just watching the game live and shit like that. It's like, you know, so like that's why I tend to do that stuff. Alright, so anyway, let's look at the rules. As I said before, I explained the rules so many times for this game, all through show 5A, through 5C, and pay-per-view number 5, and all of show 6A through show 6C, and pay-per-view number 6. So I'm not gonna be doing the explanations for the game no more and stuff like that. I'll show it to you, and there's always a video that you could go on and see the stuff for it as well. I may put some stuff on the channel as far as like images of like, you know, the rules, and have them in select groups for like each title and stuff like that. Oh yeah, we gotta make sure it's on the hardest difficulty. And that's one thing I like about tournaments and the freaking leagues, is that you can just easily go right back into it if you accidentally back all the way out. But they don't got that for, as I always explain, for the team elimination gauntlet, which I hate, because I think that should have its own section. I think I should be able to have a title to be put up on the line for that as well, because, you know, you can have titles. Of course you got titles for tournaments and leagues, but why not for the team elimination? Why shouldn't they be allowed to hold a title as a group? But anyway, let's get started. So how your day or night or morning been going so far? I don't even know how the heck I just asked that. I sound like I'm live streaming, even though this ain't no damn live stream. It sounds like something you're supposed to ask during the live stream. But anyway, you can comment on the section below and stuff like that. You can also, I'm also going to start taking requests for matches you want to see on the side, away from, you know, the AOS Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 for this game and stuff like that. I'll take requests for that sort of thing. This match is decent, little back and forth so far. Nobody has landed a takedown or got a rope escape just yet. Got some going on by Kendo. Tada O, I think that's I'm not sure that's how you pronounce it. Cause his name, his letters are T-A, Ta, D-A, Da, and O at the end. So Tada O, Tada, should we call? Alright, he gets the first takedown off of the Tesla strip. He's doing a little taunting. I believe he was going for a roll-up attempt and he broke out of it with an electric chair. And why do you only get the electric chair on here as the electric chair drop as a wrestling move? The only time you can do that electric chair is off of a counter. Alright. He got a back suplex on him just now, and now he only needs one more takedown. Into an elbow drop. The rise on the elbow was miss, and then the drop kick to the knee miss also. But he got him with what's that called? European uppercut? Yeah, he got him with the European uppercut. Well, a European uppercut by Kendo. Kendo was going for the rolling leg lock again. Could he get it? Forearm smash to the back by Tada. Now he's going to be able to get his finisher. So he's going to be able to, his finisher is actually what I call sumo thrust or whatever like that. Palm thrust or arm thrust, whatever you want to call it. But he ain't going to need his finisher because he already got all the things takedowns. He got them in under 3 minutes. It didn't take him too long to get them. And yeah, I saw him in the last. I had him. He was in the Tibetans thing, and like I had him part of a group or whatever, and like he should never been a part of that group, man, because he should have been in this because he won the match he was in. I think I had him as like the first match for his team, and he got like 3 takedowns in like under a minute. So I was like, yeah, he's definitely going to the grappling division. So I'm glad I remembered that and put him in this. He may win this qualifier. Here comes the second one. Tatsuma. He wants to go for that, you know, that What's that? The Dragon Sleeper? Yeah, that's the move he wants to go for. He wants to go for Dragon Sleeper. And Rickson Gracie just want to put you in submissions, period. But he seemed to do a little too much with the striking game as well, man. Yeah. I think that's a bad thing because you can wear people down with striking as well, but like, should be really trying to go for the double leg or just get it to the ground as soon as possible. I'm pretty sure his stuff on the game is like, as far as like his submission skills, like expert on the game and whatnot. See, he'll block stuff and then he'll immediately go for a strike. I'm not sure. I may look at his AI settings to see if they got his stuff. Even though I can't like change people's like what's the name, like their settings for like how they perform in the matches and stuff like that. I still like looking at them, you know, just to see what the heck their stuff is and whatnot. Cause like, all right, he did the what he did. The takedown into the punches to the body. Or should I say takedown to body punches? Yeah, takedown to body punches. That's what I could call that. Alright, it sends person to the outside with a punch. With a strong punch. Another strong punch. Followed by a shoulder block that flips his opponent all the way out to the ring onto the floor on the outside. Nobody has scored any points yet, and this is only 5 minutes, you know. Arm breaker counter by Tatsuma. They're both keeping their distance from each other. Tatsuma with a taunt. His running drop kick fails. Try for a leg kick, then he tried for another kick that gets counter into the single leg takedown. He did a running attack, probably another shoulder block that got counter into a leg sweep. Drop toe hold, I should say. Yeah. Now Hickson with his, combination punches, or combination strikes, as to say. Strong low kick to the leg, or Chabaz kick, as it's properly called. I think Joe Rogan for UFC, he calls it the oblique kick, but like the proper name for it, which printed on the name MMA, he calls it the Chabaz kick because that's the actual name for it. Okay, his running back elbow gets countered to an armbar. Right now, Rickson Gracie has the only points with that takedown he got early on. Oh, until Tatsuma reversed the grapple and took the back and did a backbreaker. Then he did a jumping enziguri. Ultimate double leg takedown by Hickson into some ground and pound. You need to go for that armbar. There you go. Because he was finna get knocked out by Tatsuma. And he finally went for the armbar. Alright. Both keeping their space from each other. Counter back take by Tatsuma to a backbreaker. He follows that up with a running elbow drop that didn't connect. Rising shoulder block by Hickson didn't work. Tatsuma counters a hard shoot takedown into a back take into an abdominal stretch. Tatsuma with a headlock takedown. He's picking up the opponent. Hits it Gracie with a counter, takes the back and goes for a rear naked choke. Tatsuma is coming up on only a minute left. He needs to get some points on the board. I'm surprised he hasn't been able to keep Hickson down on the ground long enough to go for his, there he go. Nope, he ain't even going for it. Why is he not going for it? He usually has them sit up on their butt or whatever like that, and then he goes behind them and freaking goes for the the dragon slipper. But he's not even attempting to go for it. He had a few tries to go for it right now, but he needs to get a takedown. Because I don't think either one of them has done enough at the moment to get any rope escapes. Rope escapes are used by the person who's getting and who's put into a submission hold, and like they use the rope to escape being submitted or taking more damage from a particular submission. He's doing all this, but he needs to get a takedown. He's coming up with less than a minute to go. I mean, less than 10 seconds to go, I should say. My bad. Coming up on 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Wow. He did not try to go for no takedown. And when he did have his point on the ground, he was not going for that, for his submission, which is the Dragon Sleeper. That's his go-to move, I believe. The Dragon Sleeper. You can check to make sure. Let me check to make sure if I know exactly what I'm talking about before we go to the finals. And I'll check Hickson Gracie's stuff right quick as well. There's that. Oh wait, so his go-to move is his finisher. My bad. I thought his go-to move was that submission. That's his finisher. This. Oh, the double leg screw. The double dragon leg screw. Yeah, man. He does that as a finisher, and he has that also as his finisher. I'm not sure if there's two different versions. Oh yeah, I said I was going to look at Hicks and Gracie stuff real quick before we go into the finals. So here goes Hicks and Gracie. And what it says for him is standing, he likes striking. Then when it comes time for doing his finisher, he likes to go with his grappling. On the ground, he does grappling. And when it's time to finish the opponent, he does grappling again, ground submissions or ground holds again. Then his finisher is the takedown into the armbar. I gave this is his finisher, but I also gave it to my creator wrestler, Boom. Boom does the same thing. Yeah, we can go at it. We can show it right quick. That. So you take them down, you double leg, take them down. You do a double leg, and then you pound the body with a couple punches. You do a couple body punches, and then you go for the armbar. Pretty standard stuff. I'm thinking about maybe switching my character around and give him. I'm thinking of switching Boom's finish around from that into Akiyama's, decapitating T-bone suplex. Because his stuff right now is the same as Hicks's, but I'm thinking of, because like sometimes he don't get the finish when he hits the armbar. Like I know a lot of times they won't get their finishers off, but like his seems like the one that's not getting the finish the most, in my opinion. So I was thinking of giving him this instead, and that seems better suited for him too. But I was also thinking of possibly putting that right here, like putting it right here and like having it be right here. And like that be his go-to move, and then since he's gonna have a second finisher, I can also go on here and then give him a second finisher for the back, and like probably give him this right here. Not that one, but this, yeah, this right here, and give him this as well. Then now. And his actual go-to at the moment is this. I believe is this. I gotta make sure right quick. Let me make sure that's his go-to. Let's go here. Oh damn, I kept on pressing B, that's my bad. Nope. It's not that. It's actually the armbar. Let me see. Which one is his attributes is more leaning towards? Oh, it's leaning towards both of them. Or all three of them, the head as well. Could make this a 3, then make this as a 5. Yeah. Make that 3, make that a 5, and then put it as that. Yeah, put his stuff as that, and then take that off on there. Because I believe on the ground it is the Walls of Jericho. Yep, the lining tamer as it was called back then. But the Walls of Jericho is his go-to for a line tamer. And then, yeah, because I always like it to be the front grab, but like the back grab, it could be that as well. So I'm gonna change it to this to see how that helps him with his upcoming No More Contenders match. I may test it out against the champion who is currently Judo King, because I can't test it out against his opponent. I don't like testing stuff out against their opponents because it feels like an unfair advantage to just test it out until you beat them. So that's going to be his opponent, the former and inaugural, what's his name, MMA champ or whatever. Alright, oh yeah, we're still doing this tournament. Alright, so now we're on the finals. That little bit of stuff is done with. Now we can move on to the finals. So, here you go. Tao versus Hicks and Gracie. Oh, sorry, I ain't press start, I accidentally press A. That's why we were just seeing their stuff. Alright. Well, we partly saw their stuff on here. Hickson Gracie, you better be going for the submission stuff right away, because he can't play around with this guy, because this guy is going to win the match easily if he does that, if he takes too long with his stuff. And it was Hoist Gracie who was at UFC 1 and won that event, but like Hickson Gracie is actually the best Gracie as far as like, you know, the Gracie family goes. He's supposed to be the best practitioner of Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. But the thing is, the reason they sent Hoist Gracie in instead of him is because they thought it would look more impressive to have Hoist win the tournament than Hickson, who already looks like a fighter, look like your typical fighter and stuff like that. It made Jiu-Jitsu look more impressive to have somebody who was of average build and undersized win it versus someone who looks like a fighter win it with Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. But I think they tried to get Hickson was supposed to be a part of UFC 2 or 3 or something like that, but like contract fell through because he wanted like $1 million or something to participate. And like back then, you know, the UFC wasn't run by Dana White and the Fertitta brothers. It was run by the people who created the UFC and then sold it to Dana White and the Fertitta brothers, or the Fertitta brothers with Dana White being the UFC president. They bought it, but he was the one who asked them to buy it or whatever like that. Because then they used to do boxing stuff before he got into MMA. He started promoting MMA. He used to do boxing stuff. Yeah, so that's what was going on with that. Well, Hickson also could get some takedowns on here because he does have that counter, the catch, the you know, the leg caught counter or kick caught counter into the sidewalk slam. So he could possibly get 3 of those because Tato or whatever his name is, he does go for that. Oh crap! He's gonna hit him with an avalanche belly to back suplex from off of the top rope. Oh yeah, and that is called a back suplex or a belly to back suplex. The one where you put your arm, their arm over your head and you in the back suplex position. That is called a belly to back suplex. Yeah. And I didn't even say that he was able to land it. He hits him with an atomic drop. Hickson Gracie's coming up on only 2 minutes left, and he need to get some takedowns or get the submission victory like right now. Because shoot wrestlers, the benefit they have with these type of matches is that they can basically win matches based off of their having their special and going for their submission if they have a submission finisher. I think all of them got a submission finisher who are shoot wrestlers in this game. I think all except for what is it? Eno and Boss Rudin. They both Eno has that STO takedown or whatever like that does KO damage. And I think Hickson has that knee to the body that does, or knee to the liver that does KO damage. Alright, it's over with. Alright, Tato, he wins this with the release Tiger suplex. Congrats to him. He took away all 3 points from both of his opponents. The first one was under 3 minutes. This was just over 3.5 minutes. So not bad for him. I expect he'll do good. Well, good going into the you know, to the fifth spot chance that shows 7C. All right. All right. So we, oh wait. There's only one. What's the name? So yeah, we gotta set this up the right way. This is. I'm now just gonna set up the double team. You know, fifth spot chance, the first qualifier. I'm just setting it up. Probably sometime later on tonight, or you know, I don't feel too sleepy or feel like I need to necessarily go back to sleep. I may just stay up and continue to do this stuff. I'll probably do both of these right now. But I don't want to go. I don't want to take this too quickly or finish this up too quickly. So I may do wait for a little while before doing the next one. So, all right. Got John Laurinaitis and Matt Barton. That's a team I haven't put in the, you know, double team division qualifiers in a while. All right. Team 2 is right here. Where's team 3? Oh, team 3 and team 4. I know those two. All right. But yeah, that's right. And then we have, yeah, we have that. And now this is supposed to be false count anyway. Because all for the for the pro wrestling divisions, all qualifiers, all fifth spot chances, and you know, fifth spot chance. All the qualifiers and the fifth spot chance matches are. The leagues and tournaments are all, what's the name, false count anywhere, I should say. I'm struggling with words right now. Yeah. So, supposed to be false count anywhere. Only the title matches, Lumberjack for the double team division, and then ranking match, the number one contenders matches are both, you know, no count out. Yeah. So that's the only real change with that. Alright, so we have these two, this. And I'm upset with this game for one reason. And that reason is with the what's the game called? With oh yeah, Virtual Pro Wrestling 64. Guess what Virtual Pro Wrestling 64 has for tag team matches? You can do elimination for the tag team matches, as in you could do it where, you know, there's both teams are a tag team, and then if you eliminate one partner, you eliminate one of the people on the other team, you have to eliminate the other person as well right afterwards, and it becomes a 2-on-1 handicap match. With, you know, the teammate be on the outside of the ring, and like he can interfere still because he could like pull people out the ring and battle with them and try to let his opponent, let his teammate have a one-on-one in the ring. Even though Virtual Pro Wrestling 64 is not as good with the AI, the difficulty and stuff like that when you turn it on the hardest difficulty as this game, I still like it. Also, the palm thrust is not you know, counter into a reverse armbar on that game. They don't have it as reverse as a counter reverse armbar on that game. So you counter it as you would any other strike, and I don't think they have no strikes on there that get countered that in that sort of way. I have to go back and look at it though. I haven't done really nothing with that game again, but I do like the way they got the tag team matches set up, and I do like their matches I did on that for that tournament overall with the tag team and the singles tournament. That shit took a long ass time, man. And also it was especially difficult because like the settings for everything. The reason I mainly like this game for simulations is because you could probably guess it. I want to look at this right quick. Do I got this set up right? We got box down anywhere. Yes for submission. No for rope break. Blood. No tag form. Time decision. Yes. Quick match. No. TKO. Yes. Pinfall. Yes. 5 minutes. Yeah, I don't really need to look on there to see that I got that correct or whatever like that, because the lowest time available is always set for the qualifier. Then the second one being, you know, the 10 minutes is always set for all of them, except for the KO division, which is 3-minute rounds. So like instead of having just one 5-minute round, we have 2 3-minute rounds, which gives them 6 minutes to work with, because they're trying to work for knockdowns only. They work with knockdowns only, and then for, you know, the fifth spot chance, they got 4 3-minute rounds, which gives them 12 minutes, which gives them 2 more minutes than everybody else, who's only gonna be able to work with 10 minutes. Because even the MMA division is still, you know, 2 5-minute rounds, you know. So like, yeah, that's what's all going on with that. Anyway, let's go out of that, and yeah, we can basically end it on that, and I'll have it set right here for we already know what's coming up next. Once again, hope you enjoy these few matches. Oh, Steve Garcia versus Luis Pena, Violent Bob Ross. They say 5 days. Are they fighting each other on 5 days notice, or is Pena or Garcia fighting on 5 days notice? Because if they're opponents and they both fight on 5 days notice, that's super impressive. Because usually, you know, it's one person fighting on 5 days notice. I rarely see it in that sort of way. Every zombie burning. No. I forget what that's called, but Vin Diesel supposed to be playing some comic book character from Marvel. I think it's, oh yeah, Bloodshot. I think that's what his name is. Yeah, Bloodshot. Yeah, a character from Marvel or something like that. Because when I first saw the trailer, I thought it was him being Richard B. Riddick. You know the Perfect Dark movie or like that, because he got the Chronicles of Riddick. Is Perfect Dark, Chronicles of Riddick, and then the movie Riddick, along with the animated movie that was, I liked it. It was decent. It was pretty good. I like the aliens and stuff they had on there, the Dark Fury. And then you got the 2 video games he had, Escape from Butcher Bay, and I forget what the other ones are. I forget what the other one was. Forget the title of it. But the games was pretty decent as well. Yeah. It was kind of like similar to those, what's that crap called? What's that one game called that I like a lot? The Condemned or whatever like that. That's a cool game. It's a bit long, but like it's cool with the way that you have to use, like, you can use guns and stuff, but you really have to focus on melee and stuff like that. When you have guns, it's good to use them, but like you're basically gonna have to go at people with, like, you know, broken pipes and crowbars and whatever, like little things you can find and stuff to use, wrenches and stuff like that. Cause like you're fighting people who also gonna be fighting you back with weapons and stuff like that. I never played it, but I saw gameplay for it, and I thought it was decent. I think, yeah, they did have a second game. I even read a fanfic book about it that was actually pretty good as well. Yeah, it was a pretty good fanfic book about 2 people who were they siblings? No, they were neighbors. They were neighbors. It was a girl and a boy, and they were neighbors, and like they both like like what they was trying to say with that story, and I'm not sure if that's the way that Condemn is actually structured. It's like there's some like evil presence that like takes over people and make them have violent tendencies, and like that's why like like the homeless were like so extra ultra violent for no reason and stuff like that. I like the structure of it, of all the combat and stuff taking place in like abandoned buildings and stuff like that, and like forgotten, abandoned, or well, abandoned is the same thing as abandoned buildings and the abandoned subway and stuff like that. Places that people rarely use and stuff. Yeah, made it seem like a good thing. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that will end this video. Once again, hope you enjoy. Hope you what? It, hope your morning or day or night is going well. Until the next one, peace. Yeah, that's how I was supposed to end it. I was trying to think of what words to say together at the end.